Hey guys, White Shadow here from PwnNoobs.com. We're going to be bringing you a streaming tutorial for Ustream.tv. This will also work for Justin.tv, and basically the whole purpose of this guide is to get you set up and get you whatever game you play. We want you to be streaming that game live onto Ustream, and we want the performance to be quite nice, unlike my computer, which is telling me my performance is slow right now. Anyways, hopefully what we should be able to do is get a advanced, higher resolution stream up for you guys. And a lot of people complain that that their resolution is capped by their PC, and that or sorry, their CPU, and that they don't have enough frames per second to make the game look smooth. And basically you're able to fix that a couple of ways, a couple of different optimizations and settings. And I started off, when I was first streaming, I started off with something like 5 to 7 frames per second, but now I'm sitting at a comfortable 20 frames per second even in game, which is pretty nice. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I do go over a couple of basic things, like what sort of hardware guidelines to go by and what hardware I was using in this streaming tutorial, and based on that you can kind of gauge on what performance you should expect. It's a very rough guideline, so keep that in mind. Alrighty, so step 1, there is a written guide for this available at our website, PwnNoobs.com. Just search for Advanced Ustream TV Streaming Guide and you'll be able to find that. Okay, step 1, download Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder 3.1. Okay, what you can do is you can also get Flash Media Live Encoder 2.5, but I've been using 3.1 and it works just fine. So go ahead and try 3.1 first. If it works fine, leave it at that. If not, go ahead and get whatever else you want. Okay, step 2, download and install VH Screen Crap, and this program is what you're going to be using to actually capture your whole screen. So go ahead, download, install that. Alright, second thing to do, get a Ustream.tv account if you don't already have one. I'm going to go ahead and log into mine real quick. Oh my god, that music. Alright, go to, let's see, I think it's Manage Your Show, Settings, Advanced Settings. Now you want to download this Flash Media Live Encoder file somewhere on your desktop, and you want to be able to open it with just Notepad. That should do the trick. I've already got that stuff ready to go, like a cooking show. Alright, what I'm going to do is I have it downloaded. It should look something like this, Ustream.fme, some other stuff, you probably channel name. And I can open that up with Notepad, right click, edit, or open with Notepad. And I can look through that for some information. Particularly we're looking for this stuff right here, RTMP : / something .fme ustream.tv, blah blah blah. So you want to copy that whole thing down, everything in between these two URL brackets, just the bolded stuff. And you also want your stream ID, which is just a little bit below that, so it should be stream, it should be in between the stream, and that's kind of like a password. So these two things you don't want anybody to be able to see. They'll be able to stream to your channel. That's the reason I didn't show you guys my stuff. Alright, so we have that. Let's go ahead and get VH Screen Capture set up. You already have that installed and everything, so all we have to do is go to Start, All Programs, HMLEOF Labs. I'm guessing this guy is Russian. If you look in the About section or whatever for this program, you'll find that he is Russian. I think his name's Igor. Okay, create new one. Alright, so we have this thing right here, capture. We want to make sure it's set to track screen. Everything else should be unchecked. Track window, show frame, unchecked. Let's see. This is also a good opportunity for you guys to set your screen resolutions to something that's 16 by 9 or 4 to 3. And basically the reasoning behind this is Ustream only streams 16 to 9 or 4 to 3 ratios. So do that right now if you can. Check your resolutions too. And you want to change your resolution in Windows, not in this. Okay. Settings. We want to set our frame rate to about 20. You can actually go to 24, 30, whatever you want, even 15 if you want. If you're having trouble staying at 20 frame rate, or 20 frames per second, you go ahead and try 15 frames per second. You want to uncheck align video, uncheck show mouse, show clicks, capture layered windows, optimize screen capture. You do not want those checked off. Okay, so you also do not want a resized output size, specify output size, and register an ROT checked off. Okay, those are going to be causing trouble later on. Okay, so we have this set up, and we're good to go. Let's go to step 6. Now, the cool thing is, if you want to be able to mix in some video on the fly, such as, let's say you're at a LAN center and you want to be showing the game screen, and at the same time you have cameras set up in front of the players, you can add those into your video stream live. So the mixing is all done live. So let's go to Start, Programs, HMLF Labs, Multicam Studio. And right now I'm on a blank preset, and what I could do is add camera. I'm going to go ahead and add my live cam. It's going to open up, and there it is. So I can go ahead and resize this, move it around, and then I'm going to go ahead and add camera again, and I'm going to add VH screen cap here, and I can enlarge this. Now what you want to do is put this on top of this, right? So right click on this and just click that, and it'll move it to the top like that. Okay, let's move this wherever we want, doesn't really matter. And I have a little bit of trouble moving this around. It doesn't really make sense to me. But I've got this set up right here. And let's see, if you guys want to add a logo for your stream, I've got one. It's in a bitmap format. Unfortunately, for some reason, it doesn't accept formats aside from bitmap. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and resize this as well. And I can place this over here on the right side, or I can place it anywhere else. So now this is set to a preset here, and if I want, I can switch to another preset, so live switching, and you can also choose your resolutions here for VH Multicam to output to. So right now it's currently outputting at 1280 by 720. I can choose frame rate as well, that's set to 20. I can set transitions as well. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition into a different preset. Same preset here, you can see it was a little different transition. And basically I just have a copy of my other preset essentially, except they're in the logos in different locations and the video size is different. But that's basically the whole gist of this here. If you want to make sure that it's going to be able to stream out or give output to Flash Media Live encoder, you want to go to Tools, Enable Output to VH Multicam, and Default Source. You want to check off these top 3 boxes. Also disable Auto Start. Alright, this is basically set up, and you can actually use this now instead of VH screen cap in the next following steps if you'd like to. I'm going to stay away from this for a second. It's making things a little complicated, and I'm not quite enjoying the infinite loop. Alright, X out of this. Step 7. Let's open up Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder 3.1. And just give it a couple of seconds. Awkward silence as my computer chugs along. I'm waiting. Now I'm crying. And I have no idea where it is. Ah, there it is. Profile validation error. Okay, we don't need to worry about that right now. Alright. Let's go ahead and choose a custom preset. I'm going to choose VH screen cap for the device. I'm going to choose format, H.264. I'm going to click on the wrench. That's advanced encoder settings. I'm going to make sure the profile is main, level 5.1, keyframe frequency. You can set this anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds, and I'm not going to give everyone a tutorial on what a keyframe is, but you can Google that and check that out for yourself. You can go and leave this at 5 seconds. You can keep it at 3 seconds. If you play first-person shooters, you want to leave that lower. If you play RTSs, particularly StarCraft, you can keep that higher. Okay, input size. Right now, VH Screen Cap is inputting video into Flash Media Live Encoder at 1920 by 1080. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that resolution. Bitrate 800 kilobytes per second, or sorry, kilobits per second. And output size 1280 by 720. And since I have maintain aspect ratio checked off, I can type in random numbers in here and it will manually adjust the other resolution aspect of it. So I'm going to keep this at 1280 by 720. This is 720p. So I've got this set up. If you want to set up multiple bit rates, what you can also do is set up a lower bit rate. So I can check this second box off, and now I've got two different streams available on the server. So one for people with a fairly fast connection, one with people with a fairly slow connection. So if you have users that kind of have issues with lag, things like that, you can set up a lower quality stream for them. So that's that. Audio device. What I have right now is just the microphone. So most of you will want game sounds as well. So what you